Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Recovery Snack by Recovery Concepts. Chris, this April 1st, bam, April 1st, I'm prepared. I have all my shit together. April Fools! So, anyway, just like that, March is gone. Let's dive in here and see what we got going on this morning in our reading. Hope everybody's well, safe, feeling good, and moving forward. This quote is actually the step 4 of Alcoholics Anonymous. Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Who exactly are we? We have admitted in step 1 that we are addicts dependent on alcohol or drugs. We know that we are not exactly the same person we were before this disease took hold of us. It has changed us. Step 4 suggests that we take a long, hard look at ourselves. What are our values, our feelings, our behaviors? What can these things tell us about the person we are inside? The Big Book or a fourth step guide can help us make this inventory. Some of what we'll find will be good. A lot of what we find will be things we really don't want to admit and take responsibility for. That's because our disease has changed the way our brain works, making it harder to be true to ourselves. Step 4 is strong medicine to help us get well. Prayer for the day. Higher power, help me be fearless and thorough in doing my fourth step. Help me remember that although I may not like it, I need to do it in order to get well. Amen right there. Today's action. Have I taken my fourth step? If not, I will ask my sponsor to help me do a fearless and searching moral inventory. Then the sooner I do this work, the faster I will heal. I have done the steps. I continue to do the steps. This little video is part of my first 3 steps that I take every day. I can't, you can, and I think I'm going to get out the way and let you. Turning my will and my life over to a power greater than myself. Step 4 is pivotal. I always hear a lot of people talk about, oh, step 4 and step 8, I don't know if I can do them. I don't know if I can do them. Because they are tangible, realistic, interactive steps of cleaning up your past. And I've always heard steps 4 and 8 were the hard ones, but I found 5 and 9, and I'll tell you why. 4 and 8's writing stuff down. Step 4 inventory, I write down everything that I feel like I've done to others that was wrong, that was suspect. That was a hell of a list. Think about that. I was 40 years old when I seriously started, 41 years old when I seriously started working on, trying to do these 12-step things they kept talking about or whatever. But 4 steps about writing down everything you feel like you have done that was wrong, that has harmed others or suspect, and was wrong. And, possibly some harms that were done to you. Some things that, could have occurred to you, possibly through no fault of your own. Step 8 is lining them out again in order to try to make amends for them one by one and start marking them off. That's step 8. But step 5 is telling my sponsor and my higher power everything about my step 4. Step 9 is physically walking up, after discussing it with my sponsor, walking up to people and telling them, hey, this situation back 15 years ago, it wasn't really like it looked. It went down like this, and I was wrong, and I need to tell you that I'm sorry for that. So 4 and 8's putting it together, but 5 and 9 is revealing yourself. I jammed relatively, it was disheartening to see the things that were on my 4th step list. It was hard to view, hard to look at. Okay? But I could put that together, man, because I just, I tucked that shit away, and I made sure I had a safe, secure spot that no one could see my list. By the way, I think that that's a very good idea. If you happen to live with a wife or a husband or whatever, and you're going through this stuff, some sketch things may make it on your list. You don't want nobody seeing that until the correct As far as step work and the 12-step programs tell you, this is not to be viewed by other people, man. At least not till you talk it over with your sponsor, and in my opinion, have went through the actual 5th step with your sponsor. At that point in time, some of it's going to come out anyway. But you don't want to have somebody view this before it's supposed to be, before you are trying to actually work on it in a public manner, if that makes sense. I guess is what I'm trying to say. But 4 and 8, I could run on, no problem, because theoretically it was writing it down, and that was hard enough. That was hard enough to look at that stuff, because my sponsor, he just eased me along. He just eased me along. You been working on that 4th step? Yeah, you ready to take your 5th step? No, not quite yet, man, not quite yet. I'd be dancing. I'd be bobbing and weaving, trying to move a little bit, because it's just, I couldn't imagine telling that man that stuff. By this point in time in our relationship in 12-step recovery, I had respect for this man. I cared what he thought about me. And the stuff that was in my list, I knew would change his opinion. I just knew it in my heart it would change his opinion of me, and I might be down a friend, somebody that I had come to find great value in and wisdom, and was helping me change my life. It scared me to death. It scared me to death to get down to business and get real with who I had been and what I had done. And I had not gotten healthy enough yet to understand clearly, although I'd done a bunch of dirt. Okay, it wasn't because I was a bad man. It wasn't. I did bad things, and there's no getting past that. The best cure for that's to stop it. But a bunch of it I had to own up to. The saying, sick as your secrets, rings true to my soul, because I found out when I actually did my 4th step and actually got it completed, where I got myself worked up into a position where I really feel like I was getting ready to either take a 5th step or a drink. I was going crazy. I knew I needed to do it. I didn't want to do it. I was feeling very, very anxious. And I took a step toward recovery instead of relapse for the first time, for one of the first times in my life, over something really, really emotionally hard. And I did a 5th step. And I found out something that day. My secrets lost their power when I shared them with someone else. They were no longer my burden. They were no longer solely mine to carry. And there was freedom in that. I mean, freedom. And it was a hard day. It was a hard day. A lot of emotional explosion. But all of it got out. And I found myself sitting at a kitchen table in Bedford County, Virginia, crying, in a position I couldn't remember myself ever being in. I was a 41, 42-year-old man by the time I did that, and I didn't have a secret. Not a little one, not a bad one, not a big one. None. Especially the ones that I've been harboring and carrying for decades. I didn't have a secret. That was new to me. So it's a freeing recovery program if we choose to participate. Don't get simple mixed up with easy. It's hard to come back out, but the path is there. There are 58 letters in the big book, in one sentence, 13 words, that tells us everything we need to hear. If you've ever been to a meeting, you've heard them. If you've ever been to an AA meeting, you've heard them. But hearing something, and listening to something and hearing something is completely different. 58 letters, 13 words, one sentence. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Their path is the 12 steps. And it worked for me. Nothing else in my life did. I appreciate y'all joining me. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, do whatever it is you move to do. Either or, I'm glad you're here. Lord willing, come on back. We'll do it again. We'll make ourselves a Thursday out of it. Y'all have a blessed April day, April 1st. And watch out for them April Fools out there, because I'm getting ready to get out and run. Thank y'all for joining again. Take care. Bye-bye.